So I want to share my initial thoughts about my Motivational Monday. As I was getting it out, I was saying, what do I need to know? And sometimes you don't get the message that you want, but you get the message you need. And it all comes down to just contemplation and perspective, I guess. I told Jen, like, I'm going to have to think about this one because I feel as if I am always myself, to a fault sometimes. And the thing that came to mind when I thought about it was more of an affirmation of like, Mommy. Hold on one second, baby. I went to a seminar yesterday where we were learning about nerve dysfunction, and I was with my friend and she said, you should teach. And I was like, I don't talk like them. I'm like, my language is more plain and I'd like to be more general or like help people understand. I'm not saying all the anatomical terms that they use. And she was like, but that's good. Like that is like what people might need. And maybe not. I don't really know. But I thought it was interesting. That's what came to mind because I don't, like for me as a professional, like I can be a professional without always speaking the language, because the reality is my goal is really not to teach other therapists. My goal is to teach the general public, general population, and have them, know there's options for their pain relief, that they don't, they're not limited. There are other options. And so I think that's where it's beneficial for me to speak just how I do, plainly. And I tried to like break things down to where people can understand them and even kind of have fun with it as well, because why not have some fun in life? But anyway, I just thought I would share that because I was like, I am who I am. How am I not being who I am, right? Because maybe that's not what it's trying to tell me. It's just affirming that who you are is good enough, and that's good, right? So anyway, if you ever pick up a motivational card, or if you see a message or have something you're like, I don't think so, like think about it. Maybe it does actually resonate to some point, and it might be exactly what you need. And it's not necessarily a negative thing saying like you're not being who you are, but being who you are is good enough for your personal goals. Natalie. A box of pumpkin muffin and bread mix. What the? Oh my god! Oh my god! You have some. I usually wipe that off before I... Why? Why did you want it? That is my business to you.
Dick, you should just have a GoPro on the both of us.
It's an iced matcha latte with the non-dairy strawberry cold foam for my dear friend and client, who's my first appointment today. I just finished up with my mini pain relief clinic that I do at my gym every 3 to 4 months. I love doing this clinic because number one, I get to help people that I know exactly what they're going through because I do the workouts too. But I also love it because I get to educate them on what they can do themselves, like outside of the gym and outside of even my office and getting massage. And it's really interesting to see like all the commonalities. Like it was definitely shoulder focused today, which I knew was going to happen because of our challenge for the month. But also there's a lot of neck stuff, and I personally do believe that most shoulder problems are originating somewhere in the neck. It's just usually one of those things that after a few sessions we tend to get to. My goal is always what's hurting, let's work what's hurting, but also let's see what could be causing that and get to that. I always do at least a little bit of that in every session, but each like continuous session, each what am I trying to say? My brain fog lately is just like amazing. But each, oh my gosh, like I want to say like cumulative, each consecutive, I don't know. Every following session, it is cumulative. It builds upon each other, and then we get to kind of progress to the next level, if that makes sense. I always kind of refer to it as peeling the layers of an onion, and you get to the next layer and next layer. Sometimes that's within an actual muscle itself of the different layers, or a different area of your body where there's different, muscles that are superficial versus deep. But that's also in just kind of unraveling what's going on with the client. We might start in their foot and then eventually get to their neck. But anyway, I love doing these clinics. I've honestly been thinking about adding a day where each week I strictly do clinic appointments, which a clinic for me is 15-minute sessions. These are quick little sessions that we can get to basically the heart of it, get to the meat and the potatoes of what's going on, do a treatment to make it effective to get you out of pain, basically. And then this will allow people to come in more regularly, because I personally just do not have the time, this availability in my schedule to get people in every single week that they need. So I do give my clients a lot of things that they do, some self-massage instructions for in between sessions, or help them work with other providers that can also, bridge the gap between their massages. But it would be nice to do a clinic where like I already know what we're going to work on. We're going to spend 15 minutes and do that. I don't know, I might have to wait until Peyton is in school, or I might incorporate that and maybe change one of my days. I'm not really sure. Or maybe I'll do like every other week. We'll kind of see. It's really great to have your own business and do whatever you want, because I ultimately have control over that. But also being a mom and being one who primarily takes care of the children, even though I am married, I have that to also keep in mind. And then my eyesight and the fact that I don't drive at night kind of limits my availability as well, because everything I have to do in life has to be done during the day, work, errands, doctors, all that stuff, personal appointments and whatever. So anyway, something I've been thinking about. We'll see. But that's what I did today. This week is a little bit different, I guess, because I do have the continuing education at the beginning of the week, and now I have the clinic. I typically work 3 days a week. It just depends. And to be honest, like as a self-employed person, there are never really complete days off, because if I am not able to get something done, which I'm often not able to get everything done on a Tuesday, I do work on other days and I just fit it in around my, home life schedule. But I do take Sundays. I do think I do take Sundays off. And I'm like, don't text me, don't message me. If you message me on a Sunday, I will not respond until Monday. I may even not even see that I got a message. And sometimes I see that I get a message and I save it for Monday, because I do need a day to be completely off, from work. That's what allows me, I think, to have longevity in it and to continuously love it and not be burnt out, because I do have boundaries and I do enforce my boundaries. So anyway, this week is going well. Started the week off with continuing education. Then did I tell you I was supposed to have a massage yesterday? No. I was going to take you with me yesterday to get a massage, but my massage therapist came down with a fever and had to cancel our appointment, which I am like, glad, thank you, because I don't want to get sick, but I was really disappointed because I was hurting so bad and needed it. But I was able to get in with my chiropractor. And so I did go to the chiropractor yesterday and had an adjustment in dry needling. Which dry needling, he was able to put a couple of needles into a couple of trigger points. And I think that's the best part of dry needling is like getting into the trigger point. He put 10 in, I felt 2 of them, and I think those spots where he put the 2 in are the spots that number 1 needed it, that I was feeling pain or something in before, and that has diminished since. So that is something to do in between massages, as well as have dry needling from, you know, a recommended, a respectable professional to do that. My chiropractor does it, so it's great. I get to like kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get the adjustment and dry needling. But I had that yesterday. Self-care is very important, I mean, in any profession, but exercising, I exercise on Monday. We had core and conditioning on Monday. Today is Wednesday. I went to the gym this morning and I'm back at the gym for my clinic, but we did, today was a lower body day, and then I'll work out on Friday, which is push-pull day, and then Saturday, which I think is athletic conditioning slash burpee, National Burpee Day, so I'm going to be doing a lot of burpees. But we are having a charity donation for breast cancer month, and I can, you know, donate some money to get out of doing burpees. And so what I think I'm going to do is donate the money to get out of burpees, but maybe still do some burpees, just so I don't do all of them, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's so important to take care of yourself. When I took a class several years ago, the instructor referred to us as being industrial athletes, and I never thought about that before, but an industrial athlete is someone who uses their body to do their work. And so it's very important to take care of yourself. So like I've always been, you know, into working out. Sometimes in the past, you know, several years ago, it was a more up and down kind of situation. I've been consistent for the last 7-8 years, like every single week. There's no question, like I'm working out. Even on vacation, I will get a workout in or do some sort of stuff during the workout. But it's important to take care of yourself and to eat healthy and to give yourself good energy, to allow yourself to have good energy, so then you can share that and have the energy and the brain power to take care of clients. Although I do still get the brain fog lately. It's just, I don't know if it's my thyroid being a little off or it's just part of my hormonal changes as, you know, I am maturing. But anyway, Chris is calling me, so I'm gonna go and I will see you at work tomorrow. Two clients down, 2 to go. So I get a little break time now. I typically do not have breaks. I usually work straight through, but my last client needed to be out by the time that I would, actually I wouldn't even end. He had to be out 15 minutes earlier than I would have ended. We actually still ended up getting like 83 minutes of massage. It was a 90-minute appointment, but he had to leave early. We got started like right away, and he got done early and then like dipped out. So I have about 20 minutes or so before my next client comes, and I'm just going to sit here for a minute and drink my smoothie. For breakfast on Thursday and Friday, I usually have some carb. It's been my sourdough bagels lately, and then today I had 3 pieces of turkey sausage and then 2 egg bites, and that has like close to 35 grams of protein, I think. I'm not exactly sure, I haven't looked at it, but it keeps me full for a long time. So I ate today at probably about 8:45 and it's 2:30 now. So it's that 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 6 hours, a little over 6, almost 6 hours. And ordinarily I would not even like have my smoothie until like 4 o'clock. But since I do have a break and I'm hungry, I'm gonna drink some of it. I probably will only drink half of it. This is my same smoothie that I have after the gym. It's just so good. And when I'm working, I want to make sure that I'm like eating good and like having stuff that's like kind of light, so it's not anything to like weigh me down. I want to get like enough protein in the morning, and this has over 30 grams of protein too, plus fiber and fat and everything. But it's just like easy to digest. It's quick. If I was really hungry in between clients, I could sip on it in between. But I usually like just stay full for a long time on Thursday. And then today, we are going to go for a walk after work. On Thursdays, I typically do a walk with the girls right after work. I go home and I change my clothes, and I don't even give myself time to think about it, because if I thought about it or I sat down, I might not want to get up. But I've got dinner already going. I put a roast in the crock pot this morning, and we're going to air fry some Brussels sprouts and then heat up some mashed potatoes that we got from Sam's last month. And that's going to be dinner. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll like prep stuff. If we do like pasta and like chicken meatballs, that's like a normal dinner on Thursday. I will like get everything ready like before I go for our walk, that when I come home I literally just like turn things on. Or there's other times where I've made like chicken enchiladas, for instance, and I'll like make a double batch and freeze some and then put that in the oven and just like have the oven on while we're walking, because we're just walking around our neighborhood. And so anyway, Thursdays are like one of those days where I need like a quick-ish meal, and I need to get a walk in because it's not an exercise day. I tend to exercise, get some movement in every single day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, it's at Burn. Tuesday, I go between doing at-home Pilates, yoga. If I can make it to a yoga studio, I will, and or a walk, just depending. Thursdays are just walk days. And then Sunday is typically a family hike. We'll go anywhere from like 2 to 5 miles, which honestly have not hit the 5-mile mark in like 3 years, because I was pregnant and then, you know, had the baby. She just cannot go that far right now. I think we've pushed it up to 4 miles, and that would be ideal, but some of the things have changed a bit, and I swear I've spent like the last 2 years trying to get back to normal and just realize like it's never going to go back to normal. Like, not to say that we won't ever get back to our 5-mile hikes on Sunday, but just kind of like let it be what it is right now and just give it the time. I do wish that 2 years ago I would have just said this is the 5-year plan, especially for work, because I always feel like there's just so much more that I could be doing, and I have so many ideas, and I do want to help so many people outside of in the office. You know, I take clients 3 days a week, and then I try to get all my admin done in one day, and I've learned it's just impossible. So I do all the important admin stuff on one day that like I can't do when I have people around the house or distractions, and then I sprinkle in the rest throughout the week, and just do it when I can. But one of the other things that I'm working on right now is creating an online course. I am basically converting my group coaching program into an online course. That way I can have it as a foundation for when I open up my online or my group coaching program again, or even use it for my one-on-one clients, and then just have it as a standalone self-study, self-paced course. So again, thinking like, oh, wanting to get back to what I was doing before, you know, I got pregnant, or actually before I delivered, because I was coaching up until like the month I had Peyton. And so, but then just like have only taken on, you know, a few clients every few months since probably in the last year. And then I recently Like when I finished off my last client in August, I stopped so I can just focus on getting this course done because everything just takes so much time. But I'll be back up and ready for that next year, and we'll just kind of see what happens. But I'm just gonna sit here, drink this drink, and do my last client. I have 4 clients today, and I'll be taking care of my last client in a few minutes, and then go home, take a walk, do all the mom things, and then be back here in the morning. And tomorrow's gonna be kind of crazy because we have to dip out of work quickly so we can actually get to the gym. And then we usually do pizza or takeout. And pizza, it's like my homemade sourdough pizza. Or we do takeout and we watch a movie at home. And so I already have most everything to get for pizza, which actually reminds me, that's probably what we're gonna do, is take our walk to Kroger and pick up a few grocery items. We do actually do that quite often too. On Thursday, we just like go get the few random things we need from the grocery store. But anyway, I hope you are enjoying so far this week in the life of a medical massage therapist. If you are, please like the video and subscribe if you want to see more content, really all about living a pain-free lifestyle, because I just need to like put it out there that you are going to experience pain, and pain is normal. It's just learning how to manage it. So it's not about never, like a pain-free lifestyle isn't about never experiencing pain. It's about getting yourself out of pain. But anyway, I will see you later when we are wrapping up and going for a walk. Actually, before I get to taking care of my next client, let me give you a quick office tour. So this is the view from where I'm sitting. I have this nice little nook here, just with a couple of chairs. This is where I have our consultation with my clients. And then I actually just got this coat rack because of like the rainy weather coming, wanting a place for people to put their stuff. But like it was so bare that I'm like, I need to put something on it. So I just put my little Karma hat that I got from Vistaprint after ordering like business cards or something a couple years ago. And then this is, you know, my stand that holds obviously my oils, our clock, and the hot towel cabbie, which I actually left on and it like automatically turned off, thank goodness. And I've got some extra storage, like linens and stuff in there. And then I love this little wall art. It was actually in the Tranquility Room in my other office when I had a team-based business. And then this stand here just has some more oils and my stones for when I'm doing Reiki. And then I put all my dirty and wet towels in there until the end of the day. And then I throw them on top. That way it doesn't like get all the other stuff wet and it sits there all day, you know what I mean? So I like separate it until I'm getting ready to wash it. And then just all my other little things there. And then this piece of art, this is actually from old Karma as well. And when I was designing originally, I wanted like a subtle Caribbean vibe. And so I kind of used this and pulled some like elements of the orange from here. And then this is just some blackout curtains here because this sun comes directly in here and it is so bright. The first day that I was working here in this office, I was like, oh, we have got to cover that up. It's way too bright. Then I have an extra stool, so I will sit in this stool when I'm performing any massage on the feet or calves usually. And then these are just 2 closets here. One has like all my personal stuff in it, and then the other has sheets and stuff. So this is where I can put my jacket and like have extra oils and just extra stuff here. And then this is a fake plant that was also at the old Karma location, which actually this came from there too. Like a lot of stuff actually came from there. I took a 3 service room with a waiting area and like area where you would check people out. And I took a whole team-based business and just like converted it, sold a bunch of stuff, and then kept things that I needed for a single office. And then I have this fan on just for like white noise, and my heater's hiding back there. Hopefully I haven't had to turn that on yet. And then I just have a few little pieces of artwork. I actually love these little designs and just love I love mussels. I just love the mussels, and I think it'd be so cool to like get a tattoo of a mussel, so like maybe like on my deltoid or something, and have it like colored. I thought that would be really cool, but you know, gotta build my shoulders up a little bit first. And then again, I just like pulled some of the orange from here. I actually used to have bamboo in here, and it died, and I've been thinking about getting another one, or maybe I should just get some fake bamboo, but I feel like it needs a plant right there. But this I actually had at home, but it went with the white. So over here you can see that I have like more like the white and black kind of vibe going on, but I pulled the orange pillow and the orange vase with the orange from this artwork, and then all like the brown tones, and then also my rug has some orange tones in it. But this little metal piece is also very similar metal to this, so that ties this space together with this space, and then this furniture is the same as this furniture, so it ties all of that together. But like, yeah, the chairs, the lamp, that whole thing, like all of this came from my old location. I had to, I think, purchase these curtains, that rug, and then I brought that from home. And then even in the bathroom, maybe I'll show you one day, I just bought like one thing. But that is my office. I hope you like it. What was I going to say? I feel like there was something else I was going to say about all that. Oh, I want to show you. Up here, I don't know if you can see it on camera very well, but they are the covers for the fluorescent lights, and they are clouds. Just think that was like a nice little touch. Can you see that? I'm just finished work. What are you doing? Just checking to see when I'm going to be home?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I just have a few minutes. I need to answer a couple emails and texts before I go.
Yeah, I got paid your food, by the way.
Oh, good. Thank you. How much was it?
$300.
Huh?
You got $3 extra.
Okay, good.
And I got my fucking things around. Oh my, I brought
Okay. What'd you get?
these little squishy kind of balls. Supposed to be just some bait.
Okay.
Like they're called bubble balls.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna clean up and then answer your messages, and then I will be home. Well, I'm gonna get paid and then I'll be home.
You know,
Right, where's your right? So I like to go around and wipe off anything that might have got some oil on it. So like my knobs. And then finish my smoothie. That was Taylor that called. See where I'm at, because she's bored, I guess. And I think we got our Misfits Market order. So maybe I'll show you that when I get home. I'm just gonna quickly get all this stuff out and then get home to my girl. For Ma? It is Friday. We are all done for the week. 4 appointments today. It was a crazy day because I was late to work. I am never late to work. I am like a minute late to the gym often, but to work, never. But Peyton was taking her sweet old time eating, and then I got caught up in traffic in my neighborhood. They're doing construction, and so that was fun. But anyway, we made it through, and I need to check my messages because I have 4 messages, probably from my father. He's in the hospital, and I talked to him this morning and told him I was going to be working until 4:30, and so I can't do anything for you, buddy. You know, one person's emergency is not your urgency, and we don't need to get into this completely. But for anyone who is going through stuff and feeling like it's going to impact your work, it will if you let it. It won't if you don't let it. So I compartmentalize. I said, well, I will deal with this when I get done. I don't want this to affect my clients. And it was interesting because my last client was even asking me like, oh, do you talk to your dad? And I was like, sometimes. That was an opening for me to spew all the things that are going on, but I'm like, this is not their time for that. These are my clients are coming to me for pain relief, for therapy, for relaxation even. And so I don't want to put that on them. You know, my neighbor, I swear to God, she's like cussing and screaming at her clients, talking to them about all the drama going on in her life. And I just don't understand how people keep coming back. But I guess maybe they like it. They like the drama. I don't know. But I'm like, I could not stand that. Like, I let clients that like know a little bit of stuff, you know, like if they're really curious or whatever, like you do want to build that like relationship and stuff, but I am not going to spill all my stuff right now. Like, it's not the time, and it doesn't make me feel good either. Like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, I want to just deal with it when I'm done with work, and I want to work and enjoy my time, enjoy my day. I had to do some oh my gosh, physiological sighs in the bathroom to like calm myself down because I was like such in a hurry, and I was like, I feel like I was getting a little bit hyped up, and I also got like sucked into some like shorts yesterday on YouTube, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe the people who do this every day. I don't know. I'm just stay in my lane, try to manage the stress because it all impacts me. But anyway, I'm gonna listen to these messages. I am going to eat protein bar. Today is gym day. And so I had my breakfast, which was 3 sausage patties, 3 egg bites, and a bagel, and my coffee with collagen. And this is like my lunch / pre-workout. I'm gonna have that and have a protein shake right after the gym, and then have dinner a little bit later. So it's a little bit weird, but like I said yesterday, like that breakfast keeps me full, and today was like 40 grams of protein, and that keeps me full like all day. And I like to be like back to back because I need to fit in as many as I can while baby girl's in daycare. So anyway, I'm gonna eat this, clean up, and then get out of here, get to the gym, and go on with my day. Let's see what these messages say. Literally 4. I talked to him at 8:30 this morning. 10:45, 10:48, 12:56, and 1:44. I mean, I hope he's okay. I know he's needing surgery, but he's kind of freaking out. We'll see.
Hi, Rebecca. This is Kira.
Oh my God. Him, his nurse, and his social worker. So I think he's refusing treatment, and they want to take him home. And they're asking me to take him home. Not happening. Can't do it. I don't even have a relationship with him. Hardly. He's being an awful patient. And I think he just wants to die. So frustrating when you care about someone more than they care about themselves. Oh, I'm gonna call him back. Good. I just got off of work. I had like several missed calls and messages from him and the nurse and you. So I'm like, what is going on? Well, at least what I was told was that they were going to do the graft. If that did not work, then there was a potential amputation. But the way he was saying it is that they're going to amputate. So I'm like, what is he refusing? Because I told him, you know, they're trying to save your life. Like, what do you want to do? And I can't force him to do anything. He's his own person, you know? Oh my gosh. So, my dad is an idiot. That's all I can say. It's just like so sad when you care more about someone than they care about themselves. And to watch someone slowly kill themselves is like really sad. And not accept the help from people, really sad. All you can do is help them, support them, guide them. The old adage, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. It's his choice, what he does. He left the hospital, he refused treatment, and now he has to reestablish some care to get continuous help, because he ultimately, I guess, is going to try to get a second opinion, which is fine, do that, but don't leave without having a plan, because now, anyway, I think he just wanted to leave so he could just go have fun. Anyway, well, guess what? You know what? I still went to the gym. I feel like these things can really make people, like when things are stressful that come up, make people like not do the things that they need to take care of themselves. Like, two people suffering does not help anyone. And so I still went to the gym because actually that's part of my own mental health practice, and it makes me feel better, and I'm not going to sacrifice my own health because someone else isn't taking care of themselves, right? And it wasn't an emergency. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I have to go. There's nothing I can do. So sitting around thinking about it or dwelling about it or trying to figure something out right now when it doesn't really matter because I can't do anything does not help the situation. It doesn't help me. It doesn't make you feel good. So I went to the gym. We got some food afterwards. We actually just picked up sandwiches for the girls and Chris because he had to take Tay to her volleyball tournament, which she won. And then I made my homemade sourdough pizza like I do almost every Friday night. And I ate half of it, and then Dexter ate the other half because he just decided to get up on the stove and eat the entire other half of the pizza. This rotten dog. But anyway, and so that was yesterday, and then we got up. I actually was able to do some pelvic floor therapy this morning and do some stretching and meditation. Chris left at 6:15 and I could not go back to sleep after that. I actually went to bed pretty early, so I think I got close to 8 hours of sleep. And so I think my body would just like didn't want to go back to bed, but I tried because I'm like, I could sleep in today because I don't have to get up, take anyone to school or do anything. And sleeping in would be like 7:30 rather than like 6:40. And so, but anyway, I couldn't, but I took the opportunity to like just do extra self-care in the morning, which was really great because when I went to the gym today and I had to do 1,000,000 burpees, because it's National Burpee Day, and I actually felt really good. Like it's funny when you like have experienced pain and you're just like kind of waiting for it to hurt, especially when it hurts doing certain exercises, and it didn't. It was so awesome that I just felt good. So anyway, yeah, I did some extra self-care this morning, went to the gym, and then went to Target and Starbucks, got some breakfast for the girls, breakfast sandwiches, and then I like getting the pumpkin cream cold brew, but I asked them to do non-dairy cold foam, and surprisingly, like the Target Starbucks is the best at like actually doing that. The other like main Starbucks store, like standalone stores, like give me a hard time about it. And maybe it was just this one person at the drive-thru, but anyway. So we did that, just picked up a few random things. Went to the grocery store, picked up our groceries for the week, and now here I am after having a great conversation with my dad and his neighbor. I'm getting ready to wrap up my work week. I put the baby down. Well, baby, she's not really a baby, she's 2, but she just went down for a nap, so I'm going to take this opportunity to quickly wrap up my week and then go take a shower and then go to the next tournament for Taylor. But what I'm doing today, I really try not to work on the weekends, but I have learned that I just cannot get all my admin stuff done on Tuesday, especially now that I actually work some Tuesdays. Like I take clients on some Tuesdays now because I changed my schedule to now be off on Wednesday. So that can be our errand running day with Chris. So then I was working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And so some of my admin stuff gets done on Monday too, but I kind of like don't put any pressure on myself for that day to actually get any like big tasks done. Tuesday is my big task day, just getting all things done that I need to get done. Because outside of actually taking care of the clients, I am responsible for, you know, our finances, like our our home finances too, yes, but for the business finances and, you know, doing the monthly accounting, paying the sales tax, paying all the bills. We have a lot of annuals coming up that are due that I need to take care of. And then also like any marketing efforts, being in communication with my clients, and working on my online course, which I think I mentioned already, but I'm transitioning or converting, I guess, my group coaching program into a self-study online course that then I can use as a foundation for any future coaching that I do, or have it as just a standalone course for people to do on their own. That's like my major project right now, and I'm just working on it a little bit as I can because I do have a lot of responsibilities, just like most other women who are married with children, who have just a ton of stuff that they have to do to make the house run. So today on the agenda, I need to edit and upload a massage video. I just did a quick kind of self-massage tutorial that I want to see what it looks like, see if I need to add anything to it, and then get it all taken care of so I can get that up. That will be the video that should go out before this one. So if you haven't checked it out, please check it out because there are some great tips in there on how you can actually self-treat a lot of musculoskeletal pain. And then I also want to make my plan for Tuesday. I do have to work this Tuesday, a half day in office, but I want to just tackle a couple of major things. Just get like, I guess again with this major project, I just want to like get a little bit more done on my outline. I have all the information. I have most outline done. I just wanted to work on it a little bit more because my next step, once I get the outline finalized, is in sending that to someone to create some slides for me so then I can actually start like filming the course, which is really exciting. But I'm also giving myself a goal of like having this done like maybe February or March. And if it gets done by then, that'd be great. If it doesn't, it's okay. I'm not giving up on this project. I'm just going to keep working on it until it gets done, because I am not in control of all the other factors in life. So my main priorities, number one, honestly, is myself. My self-care. I've got to take that first, you know, and then secondly is my family. Thirdly are my in-person clients. So all my extra stuff that I want to do just comes past that. So all those things are taking up a lot of time right now, but it's okay because I'll get it done. And that's why I'm choosing to go this route and do this course, an online self-study course, because I still want to contribute. And I really feel like the world is missing this thing that I have in my heart that I want to share. And so I really want to get that out. But I also just need to be realistic with myself and time. So anyway, I'm going to make that plan for Tuesday. And then wrap up some emails. I'm actually going to reply to some emails that I've been needing to reply to, but I'm scheduling them to go out on Monday because I do not want anyone to think that I'm going to get back to them this weekend, because I don't. There are certain boundaries that I have that I will not take calls on the weekend. I will not answer text messages on the weekend unless it's an emergency, and you know, someone else's urgency is not my emergency, and someone else's emergency is not my urgency. So I know it's really hard, and sometimes it can sound like bad, but I think the only people, honestly, who would think that like, oh wow, are people who don't have boundaries, because people who don't respect boundaries are people who don't have boundaries, and people who really need boundaries to make themselves feel better and ultimately have a better life for themselves. So you can't be on all the time. You can't be giving away all of your energy all the time. And for me, that's why I take 4 clients a day versus like 5 or 6, because like, yeah, I could physically do it, but I want my first client to get the same care as my 4th client. You know what I mean? I want them both to have equal care, and I want to also have longevity in my career. And so I'm able to like manage things and set boundaries and set limits, really to help me just stay fulfilled and feeling good in my career and life. So I'm going to work on those things. And what else is there? I think that's all that I want to get done today. So I'm going to wrap that up, take a shower. But I really hope that you enjoyed spending this week with me, you know, a week in the life of a medical massage therapist.